guys on Friday?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in now for Love Island the day after. What, Friday?
Yes.
Okay, I made some notes because I knew I was going to forget when they're excited. So, okay, the main thing, Josh and Coco left.
Yeah, I knew Coco would leave.
I didn't think Josh. Yeah.
I said it would be Deji and Coco.
Did you see Deji's face?
He was shocked.
He was like,
You couldn't believe it. Because he knows he ain't doing shit.
He knows.
He's thinking, how do I get
Deji knows. He was in shock. I was shocked. But I'm glad that he got another week because we needed him for
his facial expressions, isn't it?
Yeah, we needed him for that.
And that suit.
Honestly.
That green joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the biggest part as well was Tasha crying about being in the bottom. Well, first of all, she just got a man. Like, the reason why you come on Love Island, obviously don't think about the money. I'm definitely there for the money. Yeah. But you go on Love Island to find love. She's found love because she's now been made a girlfriend. She even asked him to be her boyfriend, right? Yeah. Then you're in the bottom and she's balling, even though her man was in the bottom with her. And Luca was basically like, I can't lie to you. I don't get the tears. And he kind of confronted her about it. And she was annoyed and upset or whatever. And what was annoying though was that everyone was saying exactly what, did you see? When Luca was talking to Ekin and Davide, and Davide was like, she didn't even cry this much when Andrew licked Coco's nipple.
No, tit, he said. I was supposed to tit. Coco's tit.
I mean, an idiot. But like, I feel like everyone was thinking the same thing, but I feel like they kind of let Luca deal with it.
It is about Tasha. She's sensitive. She wants to be accepted. She wants to be liked. She wants to be loved.
No, but are you sassy or sensitive, sis?
Well, they're saying that they're bullying Tasha now. That's what I'm seeing online.
Yeah.
They're saying they've seen them people doing some ableist stuff and that. Even in the house.
People in the house doing that?
I think so. Because like, when they first was talking, I thought they was talking about the public, but I can't remember the exact tweet that I read. But they were saying that the guys are bullying her, and then like trying to like slut shame her, but then like the boys are doing worse and that. I don't know. There was just
if anyone's bullying Tasha, it's Luca.
Do you know what it is? I think Luca's...
I didn't see that bit.
Luca's sick of her shit.
I didn't see that bit. I think I see when she tried to pull him to talk about the conversation.
Oh, yeah.
And he kind of doubled down anyway.
He did. And, that's what honestly, I'm sick of Luca's shit. Like, I'm really over him because he will say something and be like, and when she comes round, I'm not saying that. I'm not doubling down on it. I've said what I've said. I'm not apologizing for that shit. He specifically said that he's not apologizing. What does he do? I'm sorry I said that. I said, you are so embarrassing. You're actually such an embarrassment.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, he fully said, I'm not gonna apologize for it because what I've said is true, and I'm saying what everyone else is thinking. I'm not apologizing for it. As soon as he sat down with her, obviously I'm really sorry that I hurt your feelings, and I'm sorry that I said that, but I was only saying it because I felt like you found love, and I was thinking you are such so excusable.
I think he was just softening it for her. I don't think he took it back. Because
he did kind of still say the same things.
Yeah. I don't want to apologize.
And she was like, well, everyone's got different mentalities and...
Yeah, but my thing is though, I don't see how people are being ableist. I don't think people have ever brought up her disability. And I think sometimes when people don't like someone, people always link it to one thing that quote unquote is wrong with them.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So because we don't like her, automatically now people are being ableist because she's disabled. Do you get what I mean? Like that's not why people don't like her, because she's a twat most days.
I think when people do stuff like that, like when you highlight that stuff, it just makes it more of an issue. Like nobody has an issue with Tasha's disability. Like it's the way it presents and the way it affects her. Well, obviously, I don't know how it affects her in her life, but I'm saying like she's got her hair in it. Like she seems fine.
She's just everyone else.
Yeah, she's fine. Like there's nothing like that. Disability is not even that.
It's not one that we can tell is hindering her experience on the show.
Yeah, so I wouldn't see like anybody. There's not even no need. Like, I don't understand. Like, there's no need. I couldn't see anybody bullying her or whatever. Yeah. There's obviously you can chat shit and make jokes. Like, I've even probably made a few distasteful jokes or whatever, but like it's not like that. Like, I don't see no one.
Yeah.
Like, she's fine.
She's actually fine.
There's no problems. Obviously, everything that she's going through in the house is because of her personality. Like,
exactly.
It's not because of her disability.
Exactly.
You get me?
But I do know what I do agree with Luca, because I do think that with Tasha, she's very, very. She really cares what the public think, and I feel like she's playing a game. And I feel like even when her Andrew, I don't see them lasting a long time. I feel like she's trying to play the game smart. She's clocked that, okay, when I'm nice to Andrew and whatever, the public don't vote against me. But obviously they can see the other things I'm doing. So I feel like now she's really, really playing the game, because I just quickly to skip into yesterday's episode where they talk about the thing. And so the part where where Andrew kissed Coco, whoever he kissed, and the boys were celebrating, and Luca was like, Tasha, who? When movie night was going on, she had a problem with it. When it's her and Luca about to talk about it now, he was like, oh, that Tasha who, by the way, I didn't mean like. She was like, no. It's like, oh, I found it funny. I was thinking, no, you didn't. Because in the moment you were burning. But
Tasha
I think,
who?
again.
Oh, well, they showed that on the movie.
Yeah, they showed that.
And then he kept saying it in real time.
Yeah, he kept saying it in real time.
Kept saying, Tasha who?
It was
Tasha
mad.
who?
We're going to get to Luca's behavior yesterday because he was despicable. But like, I think, again, she's clocked that, I can't be crying too much because it makes me look a certain way to the public. So I understand where they were coming from. I do think if I was Andrew, I would have been shy for her, because why are you crying so hard? You got a boyfriend.
Yeah, she was
but again, I feel like deep down as well, Andrew knows that if he left, that girl is staying put in that house.
1,000%.
She ain't leaving. She's not even going to try and be like, I'll come with you.
She's not in there for you.
She wouldn't say anything. And then, but he knows that if she left, he would have, like a sucker, left with her.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So that's what's what happened. What happened?
Well, that was Friday, right? We're talking about
Friday, yeah, it's Friday, yeah.
My memory is not serving me well.
Andrew said he loves her. Told her he loved her in bed.
Yeah, and I think she reciprocated, right?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
better than Gemma did, but she did. And then obviously we then got to the movie night.
Yeah.
And the two things
the first part of it,
yeah. So the first, they picked the first one. They wanted to pick Ekin because David was like, let's just get this out of the way. And it was basically her in bed with George. And then, but you know what's mad is that he didn't understand what was going on. So when he was watching it, he was like, okay.
You know, because it's not clear what's happening.
Yeah, it's not clear at all. So he was like, okay, like he wasn't getting what the big deal is. He was like, okay, she said this to him. We're not friends, yeah. And then he was like, I don't get it. And then the boys then explained to him and then added all their seasonings to it. And then now he's like, you liar.
Yeah. I don't know also, but then they showed the scene of her and George and her telling George,
saying
don't tell
yeah,
no
so
one.
this is why it's messed up with them, because it's just like, it didn't actually, even like what you're saying, there's nothing definitive there. It didn't really show anything, but it showed that there was something. Yeah. And then it showed her pulling them and saying, don't tell. So it just shows that you're being deceitful.
And also George in the morning woke up and told the boys something happened, didn't it?
Yes, it showed that bit as well. But you know what it is? Because even looking at the imaging, you know, like with Love Island, because it's a dark, they will always show some kind of movement. Whether it's their heads bopping because they're kissing, or they always show some kind of movement in the sheets. But with her scene, it all happens too quickly because they're laying there, then she puts the cover away from her. She's like, oh, it's really hot. Yeah. It's that blah, blah. Then she's like, oh, we're just friends. And she's like, I'm just going to... And then they turn their back. Jamie said it's all too happen for it to be a thing. Maybe she started and changed her mind. I don't know, but... Maybe. It was weird. So that they showed that part basically, and he was just like, oh. And then do you know what pissed me off as well? Dami was way too vocal for the shit that he did in Casa, because he was like, oh, nothing happened, right? Nothing happened. I was thinking...
That means... beginning to really annoy me.
He's already been annoying me.
He needs to pipe down.
And then so they played Gemma's one. That was the second one on Friday. And that was where Gemma was flirting with Billy. Yeah. When they were by the pool. Yeah, in the kitchen and all that kind of stuff. And then when Dami did that predictions. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think that's what really burnt him. Yeah. Because Dami did a prediction about, I feel like if someone else came in, your head would turn, blah, blah. Not necessarily because you're disloyal, but you would get to know them. And then she said, you're not all far wrong. Luca was fuming. And
it was the Billy thing, man. I told you that spinning around from his arm and all that. Like, he can see that. Like, he can see that she's like, there's... It's not even about whether you're going to act on it or not. You know what I'm trying to say?
But you know what's killing me though? Is how are they going to throw Billy under the bus like that too?
No, twice.
Billy's in there. Yes, twice.
On his video, it's the same thing. Him flirting with Gemma.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
And Luca was like, I'm fuming.
He's like, I'm
fucking fuming.
He's like, I'm fucking fuming. He's like, do you know what? Like, whatever she says, I don't care. Like, I don't care. If she doesn't admit to this, like, I'm dumbing. I'm not gonna sit here and accept this disrespect. I said, yo, guy, you're not going anywhere. Shut up.
He just goes off like 0 to 100, like, just quick.
But you know what? It's like his 100 is even capped. Like, he doesn't sit in it.
He don't seem that angry.
Like he's like he's acting. And I'm just like, babes.
He'll say I'm fuming in the most calm way. He'll be like,
I'm so angry.
I'm fuming. I'm absolutely fuming. Like,
no, you're not, babes. You're not even red. You're fine. You got some stuff in you.
And Billy was like, hard night. It weren't even like that because he was talking to Andrew. I'm guessing when they start whispering, like, obviously Billy's a few things down, so he can't hear him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, on TV, it looks mad because Billy's right there.
No, Billy's right.
Billy's loud ass suit.
Yeah. He's whispering, saying, "My man talking about." He was pissed though. He was definitely
No,
pissed.
Billy.
No, Luca.
Luca, yeah, he was. But I need him to sit in that annoyance. Because he does all of that, yeah, and it just seems like he's just doing it for the boys. And this is why I get why Dami called him fake, because it's like, you just hype up for the boys, and then when you get to confront your guy, I'm not saying like be aggressive, but be assertive. Like, you know what you saw. You felt disrespect, say that. But when he goes there, she's like, oh, like, what did she said to him? So we're now on yesterday's episode.
Yeah.
And she was like to him, oh, just get over yourself, man. Shut the fuck up. You two, you kept quiet. And he's like, I know what I saw. And she's like, it wasn't anything. Sit in it. Say, listen, I saw this. It made me feel disrespected.
Yeah.
That's not on. But he's so quick to like be like, no. What I'm trying to say is, oh God, I can date a guy like that, you know. I couldn't.
Yeah.
He's pathetic.
What else got shown?
Everything. They showed Dami
Oof.
leaving to Summer, kissing Summer, having a three-way kiss.
Did you see China saying that that wasn't the only one? That they done 3-way kisses every night
Oh, was it?
on
Wait a minute.
Sun.
After Sun.
Wait, so how the fuck did Jay feel about that then? If Jay's moving to China, but she keeps kissing Dami and Summer, like, was he
Jay's
just
a waste
watching?
man.
She was sitting next to Jay when she said it. I saw the clip.
Oh,
on
was
Twitter.
it?
I saw-
Oh yeah,
saw
they
the-
went on there together, yeah.
I saw the clip on earlier when she said it. She was saying like it wasn't like a one. She's
So
like every night.
why
with them,
didn't
like
they
a
show all
3-way
of it
kiss.
then? Why they just showing that one?
It's Love Island.
Love Island.
Producer producing again.
India would have had a heart attack.
They showed Luca egging everyone on all the time.
But his was embarrassing though.
Yeah.
It was as embarrassing as it was to watch it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, because basically the girls like, oh, but so he wanted to come out the
Yeah.
squeakiest.
So he basically they showed him always encouraging bad behavior.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
that's kinda
Tasha
what he
who,
does. Yeah.
and oh, you're a kisser, whatever you do. He's like, oh, you're already in it. You might as well just go
Yeah.
deeper. He's like, oh, you can sleep in bed with her tonight. And then the guys are then saying to him, no, like it's more intimate if you sleep in bed. He's like, no. You already made the whole blah,
Yeah.
blah. And I was like, you're just pathetic, man. He's so like, such a waste, man. Sorry.
So that make him look bad.
Yeah. Because it's like he basically went off his way to make sure that every guy did something against the girl. And he said something about Ekin as well.
He said, I can't remember what he said about Ekin. I remember what he said.
Yeah, something like forget Ekin or something like that.
Yeah.
But then I think Davide's one was the worst.
Yeah, they showed Davide kissing Coco,
Molly.
and it was
And then
else?
also when he was talking, remember when he was talking to the guys and he was talking about breaking off with Ekin and he's
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
she's heavyweight. It was so sad because she related that to her. She's like, oh, does he think I'm fat?
No, but that's not what he meant.
No, he meant like she's dead weight. Like,
Yeah,
it's not what she meant, but in that moment, she thought he was calling her fat,
because the producers cut it off. When he said the weight
heavyweight.
thing, the clip was cut. So she was like,
Yeah.
wait, what do you mean by that kind of thing?
Yeah.
And they showed him saying, I can get her back.
Yeah.
Just like
I think that was the worst one. She was really embarrassed by that.
that. Yeah.
Because he was like, I can get her back just like that.
Yeah.
I think the guys encouraging him to talk to her. And he's like, I'm not worried about Ekin. I get her back just like that.
Yeah.
I think she looked really embarrassed.
Yeah.
And basically during the whole movie night, Luca is just laughing like a hyena. And he keeps doing ad-libs like Tasha who,
Yeah.
Ekin like this, and like he just keeps doing the flipping most.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing, man.
Did they show one for India? No, they showed one for India.
No, they didn't win to see what she
They
did.
showed Billy's one was Billy's just flirting with Gemma. That's the one that really set Luca off.
Yeah, 'cause I think he watched it the first time, he didn't quite believe it.
Well, Billy's one.
Then he watched it the second time, then he's like,
So what did they show in the second time?
same thing.
No, it was the same thing. The second time was when
It was a kitchen thing still.
when they were sitting on the beanbag, and
Oh,
he
yes.
was saying something like,
He was saying how you're hard to approach.
how to approach. If I couldn't, something like, I didn't want to talk to you when I first came in because you were
Yeah.
and she was kind of said like, well, why didn't you?
Yeah.
Why didn't you try to chat to me?
Yeah, because he was basically saying how every guy comes in and they're intimidated by you.
Yeah, but
But
he's
here
not,
I am
he,
just
he comes in with
bantering.
the jokes and banter, and she kind of insinuating, well, why didn't you chat to me, kind of thing. innit?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and
So that's what made him
yeah.
hot.
Who else had a?
Danica didn't get one.
Danica didn't get one.
Tasha.
Obviously, Adam didn't get one.
Oh, Andrew got one. Andrew's the
Oh
one.
yeah,
just the
Andrew's
whole...
one. Andrew was him lipsing Coco just 100 times, didn't it?
Yeah.
In the pool, on the terrace.
And then she was like, oh,
bed.
that's...
Just-
and she's like, oh, that's how he kisses me. I said,
yeah,
shut
just
up,
bare,
man.
he was just bare lipsing.
They be lifting everyone like that.
What about Deji?
Come on, man.
Nah, don't be silly.
He ain't got
Let
no
me see.
highlights.
Deji was there to be a human
He was
emoji.
He was there to be a highlight reel for us.
That would have been
Reactions,
funny if he got one because it just would have been footage of him going,
basically. And then, yeah.
But there was no one to react. Only him.
And then we had the whole Dami, India, and Summer little argument
Ooh,
thing.
yeah.
So India and Dami were having a little chat on the little bed thing, whatever. He's explaining himself. I think someone must have told Indiyah that Dami was maybe filling her head with lies and that he kind of felt a connection with her, that he liked her kind of thing. And he called her over to confirm. And she's like, yeah, I did say that. I did feel that.
But don't you think it was funny when he called her over? He called her over like Indiyah was chatting, and he's like, I'm gonna call her. He's like, no, I'm gonna call her now. I'm gonna call her now. And then someone was like, yeah. Like, I thought you liked me. He's like, the way you're moving with me, I did not think you're gonna come back here and pick Indiyah. He was like, she was like, if you liked Indiyah the way you did, you should have never been behaving with me the way you behaved in Castle because you were doing a lot.
Yeah.
And then she kind of silenced him. And then when she was leaving, he was like, oh, like,
no, you're fake.
You're fake. I always thought you were real, but you're fake. And she was like, first of all, don't piss me off because you did all the things I'm saying you did.
Yeah.
So don't try and flip it on me kind of thing.
Yeah.
But when I knew, because Indiyah, during the movie night, Indiyah was like, oh, don't worry, I'm going to deal with you later. I said, okay.
That was the weakest I'm going to deal with you I've ever heard. There was no basis behind that.
When it comes time for her to deal with him, she's like, obviously, I get both parts. Like, I know that it takes two to tango. When she said it takes two to tango, I said, yes, sis, you lost. Don't empathize. Don't do that. It's like, I know it takes two to tango. Obviously, I get it. She had no vim, no energy to give him whatsoever.
She was kind of legless. Even when she walked off, she was about to fall over, innit?
Oh, when she waved?
Yeah, she waved. She was waved, man. She wasn't even walking straight, man.
Her walk was so bad.
Her walk was wobbly,
like, her legs were like
that.
Like, that one leg was here. What I said, sis, stand up. But it was mad. It was, so she was like, oh, like, I know it takes two to tango. And she kept saying that, like, even later on, she'd say it again. And then she walked off and then she finally came back again. I was like, girl, just stop it, man. I need her to come back out of the house. But to be fair, I did know anyway from the movie that nothing was going to happen.
Well, with
Indiyah, that she wasn't going to do anything.
Yeah, of course not.
From when she took him back anyway, because really what she should have done was always pull someone to the side. Like, it's different for the girls who left the villa where they couldn't tell their story to the girls personally. Yeah. She should have pulled someone to the side and be like, what was it really like with you and Dami? But she never heard someone's side, just straight went back with Dami. So you're not a serious person. So seeing all these things now, you can't even react to it because you had the opportunity to do this. And she's like, oh, I didn't know he was kissing this person. It don't matter. You're not, babes, it don't matter. Yeah. It's fine.
Oh, and Adam and Paige had their first kiss.
Oh, yeah, they did. It was cute. Yeah. That was nice. But I need to move on anyway. That's why Jack, stop waiting for that girl. She ain't waiting for you.
Well, Jack is watching the show, so he's gonna see her kissing Adam.
But they had the first kiss, it was cute. But I don't know if because he was like, oh, like, you're a good girl. Women, stop playing that good girl shit.
This is just for TV.
Mate, he's like, oh, you're a good girl. And she's like, yeah, like, I'm squeaky clean. And that whole head thing she does. And she makes me cringe so much, makes me sick. But it was cute. And he told the boys about it. No, actually, no, he wasn't going to tell the boys about it. I think they brought it up. Yeah. Then he's like, oh, yeah, when you guys were arguing and whatever, we did that. And then obviously, because I still feel like, the person who's been slut-shamed still in the house is Ekin. And then when the guy, so before Davide went to speak to Ekin, they were all talking to him and they were basically like to him, like, whatever conversation you have with her, she's not going to tell you the truth. And I didn't really like that. And then when they did have the conversation, she was like, yeah, nothing happened. Nothing happened. It's just this, it was that. But I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It was a mess.
I think that's where we left off the preview. Showed a little bit
She's
of
crying.
Who's crying?
Ekin was crying.
Yeah.
She was saying too much, she's done with this or something like that.
Yeah.
And then also...
I think Gemma was ticked off or something in the preview.
Yeah, Gemma looked annoyed about something, Someone else was... Yeah, I think it was just Gemma and Ekin.
Yeah, I believe so.
I want Ekin to leave Davide. I think that he is a top, like, he is a first-class gaslighter. Like, it's ridiculous because even when they showed his video and she had a problem with it, do you see how quickly he then made it like, yeah, but you were doing this? Bro.
I think he was saying that.
One thing at a time.
I think he was saying something like, oh, that's, you knew that already. I told you about all that.
But he didn't tell that about all of that. From what we saw anyway. But I think for me, I just didn't like how, I think it's a red flag when you're telling a guy, when you're confronting a guy about something that he's done and he quickly turns into something that you've done. And it's like, you're not taking any onus. Yeah. And I think Davide never takes accountability for anything. I want her to leave him. And I hope that even if they do win or whatever, I hope she keeps the 50K. Don't split it. But I don't think they'll let her do that. But I want better for her. I just don't like it. I don't like the way he acts.
All the onus on Davide though. Like, you're heavily blaming Davide for the whole...
I am, do you know I am? Because Davide did never let her forget that J thing And that was from the flipping start of the show. Like, it's been 6 weeks. And you recently, like 2 weeks ago, went and you were lip-syncing 3 girls. Like, he's so arrogant. He's very arrogant. He's very prideful. And he believes that any girl that gets to talk to him, it's a privilege to speak to him. Like, he's Papa Pope from Scandal. Yeah, and even when he kissed Coco, he's like, is that enough for you? Like, he's just so arrogant. Like, I just can't deal with it.
If he wasn't kissing around Castle more, then I could kind of hear more where he's coming from. But at the same time as well, like, it's people say that you can forgive but not forget. Like, she done that. So obviously you're bringing up old shit and you want to move on. But like, why should he forget? Like, it's obviously, and it sounds crap when you always bring it up, but it's something that affects me. Like, you done that. Like,
yeah,
she
did. But you know what it is? I feel like every time we say this story, we always forget the key part of this.
That he was
for 2 days, he wasn't interested in her.
For real, you're right.
He was literally saying to the guys that he can't. She's trying to hug him, and he's like, I keep moving away from her. Like, for a woman, for anybody, it's embarrassing.
Sorry, I'll make you right. I take back what I said. I always forget that bit.
Everyone always forgets that bit. Like, he literally was dodging her in the house. Like, even what she was like, oh, he hasn't spoken to me today. Like, and this time it was coming evening time for them to get ready. He's like, haven't spoken to me today. He's dodging her in bed. She's trying to hug him, whatever. He's acting all like he had the ick and whatever. Yeah. He literally was saying to the guys that he thinks he's done with her. Mm. And then she moves on to a guy who literally is paying attention to her. Yeah. And you're holding on to that. Bro, let it go. Yeah. Let it go. I don't know. I don't like him. I find him funny as an individual. Mm. And I don't like as well that he always very quick to call her a liar. Like, it's funny.
Liar.
But stop it now. I don't know, man. I don't like him. I like his personality because he's funny. But I think with her, I don't like him with her. And I think she kind of gets their breaking point because she was really upset. I think he keeps embarrassing her. Like, anytime we have a disagreement, you're quick to call me a liar. You're quick to call me an actress. Like, it's embarrassing. And always in front of other people as well. It's embarrassing. No one wants to hear their man talking to them like that. Not even in private. How much more? So I really hope that she leaves him or something. Or they bring another guy in and let her just move on.
I don't think they're bringing in no one new at this point.
Mate, we've got to the 1st of August. Got plenty of time to bring 5 guys in.
I think so.
We've got a hell of time. We even looked at the time when it ends.
At least one or two. There's usually someone who comes at the end who gets a free ride.
Gets a free ride. Like Greg with Amber. That was mad, you know.
Mm. So we'll see.
Okay. Man was there for a week. Won half the money. Left the show.
Who? Someone came in.
Greg. So basically,
a week.
Yeah, do you know Amber?
Yeah. So
her season, after Michael had done the whole thing with another girl, blah, blah, she was single for time. She and Ovi kept saving each other that Ovi had to let go because he had a girl he liked. Yeah. And then they brought someone in for literally the last. That guy was not there for 2 weeks. Yeah. I don't know if he unpacked his suitcase. He didn't need to. He was there for a week. She won, shared the money with him. They left the house. I think like maybe not even up to like 2 months after, he dumped her by text. Mm. They had a loose women interview. Yeah. And he messaged her like, oh yeah, I'm not showing up, by the way. Like, we're done.
Mad. Shout out to Greg.
He just won 25k. Just like that.
Big up him.
But guys, we'll keep going. Can't lie to you. We'll keep going and we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Let's go.
Let's get to our last headlines for the week.